Yo! Whoa, I don't know if I should start off with yo. What's up? Welcome back to another video. As you guys saw in the last video, I don't know if I'm gonna post that one first or this one first, but regardless, we're in the garage trying to organize a little bit more. I got some racks that I had up in the shop where all this stuff was on. So I'm gonna try to put those together, but I gotta cut them down because the garage, yeah, the height difference from a shop to the garage is much different, so gonna tackle that. We already got 2 of them cut right now, so I got 2 more to cut. And dude, I'm shocked, these Harbor Freight little like Sawzall blades freaking cutting through like butter, dude. But yeah, so it's kind of the gist of this video, is to organize a little bit more and get her more dialed in, so that way we can actually bring the old 5 Yodi into the shop, or into the garage. I don't know why I keep calling it a shop, but yeah, so that way we can get that thing in here and be ready to rip and actually be able to detail in here and do all that stuff indoors, because I ain't trying to do that. As you can see, I'm already sweating my ass off. It's nice and cool, nice cool winter in Florida. August, I swear to God, is the hottest month. But yeah, so I'll start cutting a little bit more and then get these things put together and start organizing this garage. So got the old racks cut and starting to put it together. It's literally the worst freaking thing ever. Like, I had to put that one together a little while ago, which sucked. And now this one, but she's got a good height where I can put stuff up there still and then be good to go. But damn, dude, building racks, definitely my weakness. Like, they suck. I've never been good at them. I've never had the patience for them. It's hot, again, like I said, but we're getting there. And I think based on how it's set up, like, see, because I still got a gap from where the water heater is and stuff in that cabinet, I think there's enough room to get skid mark pretty damn close, because I should have, you know, whatever that is, that distance between the two, so I should be able to at least fit skid mark in on this side, and then the 5.0 probably where skid mark is, but that'll be later down the line. Like I said, I want to get this stuff put together first, get everything organized, and see how much room I'm actually working with, instead of just kind of guessing around and, you know, hoping for something, or like trying to plan without it. So, but yeah, we're making progress. She's getting there, so fun. So she's starting to look a little bit more organized. I mean, it's still chaotic as hell right now, but almost, you know, we'll get these motors drop down and have enough room so that way they can go under there. And then obviously I'm not going to leave it all like this because it's such an eyesore, especially from the street. Like, I kind of want, even though I got a lot of shit and it's unorganized right now, like, I want this garage to actually be kind of nice. So I got all my flags that were in the room that you've probably seen in other videos and stuff, or like in the backgrounds. So I'll hang those up over that to cover all that stuff. I actually saw it from a Gingium video, and he did it, and I was like, oh dude, that's a genius idea, so that way you're not staring at all the crap just on the on the racks. So stop one eyesore, you know, because you can only have so many eyesores in a garage. But I don't think it's gonna fit. Like, I don't think the 5.0 is gonna fit with the weight bench and stuff in here. So I really do want to keep it inside. I don't want to put it outside and get it all rusty and stuff. So, and then once my toolbox comes too, I'm not gonna have enough room for that. So what I'll probably end up doing is moving that stuff as far up as I can, and then when I do want to work on a car, or detail a car or whatever, you know, set it up inside, I'll just pull it in as much as I can, do whatever I need to do, and then pull it back out. You know, it kind of sucks right now because the 5.0 is sitting outside and the skid mark's inside, but you know, it kind of is what it is. I don't have a roof, or I don't have the convertible top on skid mark, and I probably won't put one back on just because it's a drift car. But yeah, so I mean, that's kind of a bummer. I thought I was really gonna have enough room with everything, but it's not looking like it. I mean, it'll be close. I think if I really try, I can probably get it, but it's just gonna be really snug, and I want to be able to actually use the function and like function in the garage. So, but I don't know, we shall see. You know, I still got to build a tire rack. I still got to build the tire racks, and then I don't know, I'll see if I could put it up on a wall or something, so that way they're not in the way. Or maybe if I get a shed, I can put them out in the shed or something, you know. But kind of a bummer, but at least she's more organized now. It looks a lot better. So I don't know, this is probably gonna be on like the end of this part of the video. I'll probably pick it up in a couple days here or so, because I gotta go to Harbor Freight and pick up some more of those racks with the transmissions on, so that way I can get these motors down and under. And then I'll put up the flags and stuff and do all the Hot Wheels and rope that out. Alright guys, picking up the video from probably about last week now. Gotta get more organized in here. So, and I ended up buying some things off camera. So, I got me some jack stands, my jack, and I got me a toolbox over there. So, get all this cleaned up, take this out of the box. Obviously, I don't think there's much assembling there, but assemble this, assemble that, and then get this shop or garage. I don't know why I keep saying shop, but get this place dialed and looking right. So, got to deal with all this, and then we should be good to go. So, that's on today's agenda. And then I don't know if I have time today, which I think I might. I'll probably end up doing another video, but I'll release it later on in the week or whatever. For the 5.0, I got to do an oil change, and I got to actually detail it because it is filthy. So, kind of the gist of today, and like what we're gonna end up doing is just cleaning again and getting it more organized, and then hanging up all the stuff on the wall, like all the Hot Wheels and flags and stuff. Well, actually, I'll probably do the flags on here to cover all this. I don't think I said that in the last video, but if I did, then, you know, just repeat myself. But put some flags up on there so that way, you know, you don't gotta see all the boxes and shit. And I don't know, it looks kind of trashy, so it'd be nice to clean that up. I mean, maybe a big twisted T flag is gonna look even trashier, but at least, you know, it's more appealing than a bunch of boxes, so. But I think the hardest part about all this is trying to like figure out where to start. Like, there's just so much shit. So, I don't know, I'd like to tape off this motor. I have a cart under there for that box, or that box is currently on. I'll put that down, rearrange these boxes a little bit, maybe put some more stuff up here, get these trunks and bumpers out, and then see how much room we're actually working with. So, but just gotta do it, because I keep psyching myself up by looking at it. I'm like, oh fuck, there's so much, but in reality, I don't think there's that much. It's just gotta do it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump right in and just send it. So we got the trunks off the ground. They were all over there around the weight bench. They're back on the rack. Readjusted it a little bit, or rearranged it a little bit, so that way I got some more room. Got all the T-valve parts there and there. All the boxes and stuff. For some reason I forgot the boxes you can stack. So a couple of those boxes back there are stacked up. And just kind of optimizing the space on here. So we're getting there. Now I just got to tape up this motor. I have a tarp that I'm also going to throw over it. So tape that up, drop that on that rack, and shove it hopefully under here if it fits, fingers crossed. And then probably clean up this cabinet as well, just so that way I have more space and just get a little bit more organized. But dude, we're coming along. Like, she's, you know, with that stuff out of the way, I actually got room now to kind of do my thing. So, and then once this is under there and this is folded up, I'll still figure out what to do with that, but that'll be later. But this is the big thing. This is taking up the most space. And then the mower and the Coleman, I just measured over here. And I should have enough room between the car to put both of them and still be able to get them out. So it's looking promising. Will I be able to get the 5.0 in here, like, and close the door? Probably not, but like my goal is to just be able to get a car in here to work on. So that way, you know, I can be out of the elements if I need to be. And then like in an emergency situation, like a hurricane or something, I could probably shift a couple things and force the car in. Just so that way, if something does happen to the, you know, at least the car is protected. So, but it's not gonna be a permanent thing just because I wanna be able to work on the cars, pull them in and out. But it would be nice if, you know, because we are expected to have a hurricane here soon. You know how that goes. But just to be able to get the car in if I need it to get in is kind of like what I want to do. So, but we'll see. Bingo. Oh, got the motor under there. No cart because it wouldn't fit. And that thing's, the hoist is all set up. Not gonna hold you. That was a pain in the balls. So next time, well, probably very shortly when I have to pull that motor back out, it's gonna be a fun one. But it is what it is, my friends. So now, assemble the box. Some finagling and, you know, some fine tuning by your boy. We got her dialed. But the box was set all weird and locked just like that, and I couldn't freaking get it. So, but we got her. She's dialed. So back to the assembly process of this damn box. So that way I can actually put some tools and free up some more space. So she's freaking getting there. The box looks phenomenal. Just got to get her a little bit more organized, but she's good to go. Got all this done. Got some boxes I got to clear out, but so much better. So much. I can live with that. I can live with that little workspace. That should be hopefully enough. But I'm gonna shower up, clean up a little bit, soak up some AC, and then come back out to it. But yeesh, your boy's gassed. I'm very grateful to have like a million cars, but at the same time, it does make it very frustrating and difficult trying to do anything in the garage because I gotta move all of them just to get in or to get access to it. But it's a good thing to have, good problem to have, you know, good thing to bitch about. So we're all good. But on a real note, it's an absolutely gorgeous day in Florida. I'll get the old 91. The camera's fogging. Shoo! It's not actually 91, but it is very hot. But the good news is we got some breeze going on. We got some actually nice weather. Let me get you guys cleaned off. But yeah, so moving the cars, playing musical cars to get this garage dialed in. So let the 5.0 warm up, let her heat, and then hopefully by then tires on Savage will be filled up, and then we can move Savage and then move the Michelob, or not the Michelob car, move Skid Mark out, and then we'll have full reign to the garage, which is dope. Well, now we got to pull the battery out of Savage to put the battery in Skid Mark, so that way I can actually move Skid Mark out of the garage. We're only gonna move him onto the driveway just so that way I got room to do what I need to do in the garage. So that's what we'll do now. Gotta love having multiple cars where you can just steal parts from each of them, you know, instead of actually just buying the parts for the one car, you just keep stealing parts. So broke boy status, but we'll get there one day. Yeah. Old girl's alive. And just like that, she's out of the garage. It's crazy to see how much more room we actually have when there's no car in the middle of it. But like I said, we're gonna clean up all this mess, get a real dial, so that way you can actually do what you need to do in the garage with the car here. So I'm psyched. I'm real psyched. So definitely made some progress in here. It looks so much freaking better. I mean, obviously I still got to hang that, do all the stuff. That's all junk. This is all junk. So, but yeah, I was really looking forward to hanging the Hot Wheels and stuff because I have this whole bin full of Hot Wheels. As you saw probably in the shop, I was gonna put it on that wall, but for whatever reason, nothing seems to be sticking to a concrete wall. So I got to do some more research and figure that out. But once I do, dude, she'll be dialed. But I did end up hanging up the flags. They look dope, so I love that. I got 2 more still to hang up. I don't know where I'm gonna put them, either here or on the wall, but we're definitely making progress. She's looking 10 times better, you know, as we speak. I also got my lights up here, so I got more of those to put up on the other side, but that'll be probably for a later video. But I think I'm gonna pull skid mark back in and then pull all the other cars back into the driveway and then get her all locked in. Then I might end up doing a video with Savage, or I might finish off this video with just a Savage drive because I did the thermostat a little while ago. I need to test drive that, but I'm gonna definitely wait until it cools down because Savage doesn't have AC and it's hot as hell, as you saw earlier. I think it said 91 in the 5.0, so we'll wait until the temperature drops, till the sun goes down, put some miles on her, make sure everything's good, and then go from there. But that's probably where I'll pick up on this video. So as far as doing the shop or getting the garage more situated, that's probably it for this until I can find my plan to fix whatever that is, so I can put up the Hot Wheels stuff. Maybe it'll be shelving, I don't know, or display case or something, I'm not sure. But like I said, got to do more research on that, and then once we figure that out, then we'll be golden. So, but if not, if this is the end of the video, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Sorry it's been so long, but we're getting the ball rolling. First 4 months of this year have already been chaotic, so hopefully it kind of levels out and we can, you know, get more content coming in and more videos and more cool stuff with the cars and such, not just chaos, you know, from life. So, but continue to be optimistic, continue to be positive, and just keep the vibes, the good vibes going. So, but anyway, if this is the end of the video, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time. Love you guys. Deuces. Real quick before I go, my speaker ended up dying, so we had to resort to the cooler, but gotta keep the good vibes going. Can't let the vibes die just because the speaker dies. Always gotta have a backup. Luckily it was the cooler, so just thought that was funny to add. So, love you guys. Deuces. And just like that, all the cars are back in the garage or in the driveway. Yeah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty sick. So, I like that.